Righteousness is not whether you turn your face towards east or west. Allah tells us, وَلَكِنَ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. But righteousness is to believe in Allah, the last day, the angels, the books and the prophets, to spend wealth in spite of love for it, on relatives, orphans, helpless, needy travelers, those who ask for, and on the redemption of captives, to establish salah, to pay zakah, to fulfill promises when made, to be steadfast in poverty, in hardship, and at the time of war. Those are the ones who are truthful, and those are the ones who are pious. So after belief in Allah and the last day, Allah says that they spend out of their wealth on relatives and orphans. So after Iman, after belief in Allah and the last day, again spending on the people. And this was something we saw at the beginning of Surah Al-Baqarah as well. O believers, retaliation is prescribed for you in the cases of murder, a free man for a free man, a slave for a slave, and a female for a female. But if the killer is pardoned by the brother of the slain, then blood money should be demanded with fairness, and payment should be made with gratitude. This is a concession and a mercy from your Rabb. Now, whoever exceeds the limits after this shall have a painful punishment. O men of understanding, there is security of life for you in the law of retaliation, so that you may become pious. كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمْ إِذَا حَضَرَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ إِن تَرَكَ خَيْرًا. The will is made obligatory before the death of any one of you who is leaving some property behind. Allah tells us that writing a will has been made obligatory for anyone who leaves property behind. And He says, bequest it equitably to his parents and relatives. Meaning when you leave behind wealth, give fairly to parents and to all those who are deserving of the relatives. حَقًّا عَلَى الْمُتَّقِينَ. This is a duty incumbent on the righteous. So those who are muttaqeen, those who have taqwa, those who have consciousness of Allah, they will make sure that their wealth and property is being left behind and divided according to the way that Allah has decreed. Generally, when we think of taqwa, when we think of consciousness of Allah and righteousness, we think you're praying your salah, you're dressing a certain way, you're eating certain foods. Like these are the kind of things that are taqwa. But Allah tells us even how you leave your wealth behind is an act of taqwa. Now something else emerges from here. That means that it's okay to have wealth. Does that mean it's okay to have wealth? As a Muslim, it's okay to have wealth and property. What's the evidence?
Talking about a will, so if you don't have any wealth, then you
Good.
can have a will.
Very good. Allah is talking about wealth that you're leaving behind. And if you never earned wealth, you never have wealth, then why would you need to leave it behind? So for people of taqwa, they can have wealth as well. As long as what they use, they do so in a way that is lawful. They stay within the limits set by Allah. They use it in a lawful way. They spend on those who deserve to be spent upon. And then whatever is left behind, they make sure that is left behind in the way that Allah has decreed. Generally, we'll find these two kind of attitudes towards wealth. Allah calls wealth khayra. Khayr means good. So there's good in wealth. Generally, you'll find people have this attitude of either really desiring wealth and wanting more and more. This is the way that the world is, that a lot of people desire wealth, want more and more and more increase. And that is the aim that they go after all of the time. Or you'll find another attitude, which is the other extreme, which is wealth is bad. No, it's not good to have money. And it's something that, no, we mustn't have nice things. We mustn't make the effort. We mustn't spend any time or any effort or extra anything on wealth whatsoever. And both of these attitudes are at one extreme or the other. And both are actually assigning value to wealth. By constantly saying, no, we don't bother with wealth, wealth isn't good, even then you're giving a negative value to wealth. You're still talking about it constantly, but in a negative way. And the other way you're talking about it constantly, as in this is what we should be doing. But Islam teaches the balance between the two, which is, as long as you are fulfilling the commands of Allah, and you earn it in a way that's lawful, and you spend it in a way that's lawful, and spend on others also, then wealth is something that can bring you a lot of khair, a lot of good. And here Allah tells us, one of the things you should do with the wealth that you have is make sure that you leave behind a will, so that it is divided in a just way amongst the people who are inheriting. If anyone changes the bequest after hearing it, the sin of it then is on those who make the change. Allah hears and knows.